Good afternoon, assalamu alaikum, and a warm welcome to Drivetime, the very first one for this Ramadan. It's great to be on air during the breakfast slot this Ramadan, but it's always nice to be back on Drivetime. I know a lot of people have messaged in over the last week or so in terms of our regular slots for competition, quizzes, giveaways. So inshallah, now the iftar time has pushed forward for half an hour, and in back end of this month we're going to have another push forward an hour when the clocks move forward, so we'll have more time inshallah. So the last 10 days of Ramadan we'll have plenty of opportunities to engage with you guys and to get you on air, and also to share some goodies with you courtesy of our sponsors. And one of those is Kashmir Food Stores, who are the sponsors of the program today. Don't forget, they're giving away £1,000, a share of £1,000 this Ramadan. All you have to do is drop into the store and complete an entry form, and inshallah we'll be doing a live draw right here on this particular program, in fact, towards the back end of Ramadan, where we'll be drawing those lucky winners as well. Loads of other competitions and quizzes coming your way as well, so do stay tuned for that. But if you're watching on Facebook, drop us a message, let us know where you are, and inshallah we'll give you guys a shout out as well. Lots of regulars who've been messaging us on the breakfast show, and inshallah we will feature your requests and your dedications and your messages on the program this week. And someone messaging about the health bus that we got out, the healthy heart checks as well. Mashallah, they're going really well. Lots of people have responded requesting appointments, and lots of busy people don't necessarily have a time to go to the GP or to arrange a health check themselves. So we've got the MFC Foundation Health Bus out in the community, and it's been out for the last 6 weeks or so over at Southfield Road, Central Masjid, the Al Mustafa Centre, Newport Community Hub, just on Union Street over in Thorntree, and there's more opportunities inshallah over the coming weeks for more appointments that we'll share with you here on CVFM. So do look out for that. Do look out for information on the Teesside Asian Community group as well. So thank you for tuning in. I would like to welcome my first guest for this Ramadan proper. I've got Sam Garside from Middlesbrough Council. Sam, a warm welcome to you, and thank you for joining us here in the studio.
Thank you for having me.
So tell me a little bit about what is it you do in Middlesbrough Council. What's your role?
So my official role is Environmental Sustainability Manager. So I help look after the green strategy in Middlesbrough. I look after managing the allotments, but I also sit with waste and recycling, and there's some big projects going on there at the moment, and that's what I'd like to come to talk about. It is,
it's important that we share this information with our listeners and viewers, of course. Please do share the live. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, it'll be nice to get more people involved in this program, and also the information that Sam's going to share with us. Obviously, we heard about the executive met and the council met in terms of approving the budget, and as a result of that, one of the proposals was to go to fortnightly bin collections. That's and right. So there's a few changes that are happening as a result of that. So would you like to share some of those for our listeners?
Yeah, I've got a bit of a list actually. So first of all, I just wanted to speak about the communal areas. So if you're in an area where you have a communal bin in the back of your alley, or if you're in a high-rise flat, there's no changes to those collections. Those communal collections will stay weekly. What I would like to do is put a plea out to those people to try to encourage those people to participate in Middlesbrough's recycling. You can do that by collecting clear sacks from various places. We have the hub stocked up with those sacks, and Streets Ahead for information on Parliament Road have those sacks. Those clear sacks are collected in exactly the same way as a bin. You can put exactly the same material in, and they're collected from the front of the property. Those sacks are free for people to have. So please, if you are in a communal area, please try to participate with recycling in your area.
So when you hear communal area, so most of the properties in the TS1 area, yes. Anything with a back alley or a communal bin. So people get those sacks from which locations if they want to we want you to recycle basically.
Yes.
And that means there's less waste that goes into the communal bins. So is it the waste, the recycled element, is that collected on the same day as the bin?
So it generally is, yes, but you can check your calendar to see exactly when your collection is. That's a fortnightly collection. So your bins and communal areas will stay on weekly, but your recycling collections are every 2 weeks. But as I say, you can go on our website and check your calendar. It's very straightforward to do that and find out exactly when your collection is. But you're right in saying that the TS1, parts of Northamptonshire, so the terraced houses with the communal areas at the back, those are the ones that we're talking about right now.
So that will stay the same. Some of them are really bad, in a bad state, and we want people to take more ownership, more responsibility, because at the end of the day, you are living there. And I know you sometimes say it's not me, it's the neighbours, but I think you need to speak to the neighbours as well. I think you collectively need to take ownership on there, because some of the back alleys in central Middlesbrough are really, really bad. And I think the council comes in, the different services come in and then do a clean sweep, and then within a week or so it's the same state. So I think there needs to be some ownership taken from residents themselves. And if you got a particular individual that you're aware that is making most of that mess, or if you think that people aren't taking responsibility seriously of maintaining the cleanliness in your area, then speak to your local councillor, report them to the council.
Yes, please, and we would encourage that. That's absolutely right. And Idrees is absolutely right there. We're starting a new initiative in the alleys called Complete Clean. Your alley will be cleaned. It's a one-off, so it's basically the bins will be collected and emptied, and all of the rubbish in that alley will be taken away. So it's one clean sweep, all done at once. So any rubbish or anything that comes out after that, please, we would encourage residents to report that to us. If there's a particular issue with dog waste in your alley, again, please come forward and let us know about that. Those areas will get a leaflet telling them about this new initiative in the next few weeks. But yeah, please come forward and let us know. I think the alleys, unfortunately, it's become a bit of a habit where people are dumping lots of large items, settees, sofas, wardrobes, that kind of thing. It's not the right thing to do. And we want the alleys used for different things. We want the people to be able to go in there and access them and use them in nicer ways. So please try to come forward if you possibly can.
Just tell me a little bit more about this clean sweep. So you're going to be doing all the communal areas, so like Northamptonshire, the university area, Gresham area, up to Linthorpe Village?
Yeah, anywhere with an alley, basically. So, as I say, it's a clean sweep or a complete clean. So it's everything taken out all at once. So there'll be nothing left behind. So bins will be emptied. All the white goods, things like fridges and washing machines and that kind of thing that are being dumped will be removed, and all other larger items will be removed. And then we're hoping, and we can do this in most alleys, we will get a mechanical sweeper to go through. So the debris that builds up on those alley floors will be removed.
What about the residents that don't have communal bins? So they've got individual bins. You've got the blue one, is it the black ones, the green ones, and which are blue top ones?
Blue bins, blue top bins, black bins, and garden waste. Shall we continue talking about refuse bins?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, so individual refuse bins. So if you're not in a communal area, then you will be in an individual bin, and those are the bins that are going to be fortnightly collections. Bit later on in the year, about June time, this will kick in. But basically what you can do now is go on our website, and if you want to change of bin, then you can do that. So there's a few different scenarios. If you're 3 or more in a family, like you mentioned earlier, yes, you can go from the smaller bin, which is our 140 bin, up to a 240, which is a slightly bigger bin. So that's 3 or more. If you're a large family, then you may need additional capacity. Then you can come through for an assessment, and we'll have a look at that.
So those are currently the black bins that collected on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
The recycling bins, are they fortnightly?
They're fortnightly, and that'll stay the same.
And the green waste, we're going to talk about that in a minute, but that was obviously during the summer season. That was every 2 weeks as well, I think.
Fortnightly as well. Yeah.
So on the black bins, that is your general waste. that goes in there. If you've got the smaller bins at the moment, those are getting collected once a week, but they'll be going fortnightly. But there is an option if you have a family of 3 and more to get the larger capacity.
You get the larger capacity bin, and then you'll present that every 2 weeks. As I say, there are a few different scenarios. We know there's people out there with medical needs. They will go through an assessment and they may be able to get additional capacity. But please have a look at our website. There's lots of information on there. There's lots of really good FAQs. Have a look at those. I would encourage anybody who's got any doubts or any questions, and if they can go online, then please do so and have a look at that information. I know there's people out there that can't go online. I'll be out with my road shows. They'll be advertised in all different ways, and then people can come and see me and drop in and get information from myself. And we're also trying to get into the hubs as well, so we can help people and assist people who can't go online.
So what if you've got 6 or more in the family?
6 or more. So if you've got 6 or more, you may already have the bigger bin, in which case we are looking at an additional smaller bin for those people, but that will be on an assessment. And when I say an assessment, what we're looking for is to make sure that families are already recycling to their full capacity, because what we will also want to concentrate on in all of this is reducing the amount of waste that we all produce. So it's about waste minimisation, it's about recycling to full capacity and just producing as little waste as we possibly can.
Can you give us some tips in terms of how we can reduce our waste?
Of course I can, yeah. So planning is absolutely crucial to make sure that we're not throwing food away. Check your fridge, check your pantry before you go out for your shopping, making sure that where you can, plan those meals so that we're not throwing this food away. The other thing that you can do, if you really wanted to, there are supermarkets and plenty of them that will take plastic film, because unfortunately at the moment we don't take that in our recycling bin. But if you want to make that special effort, there's places like Aldi and Lidl and Tesco that do participate in these schemes, and you could take your plastic wrap to those places. So it's just about trying to minimise as much as you can the amount of waste that's going into that refuse bin.
Okay, fab. In terms of the green waste, what sort of changes are happening with that?
Okay. So there's many local authorities that do this already, the same with fortnightly collections. So your garden waste will be collected fortnightly just as it is now. The difference is that it's an opt-in subscription scheme. So you will opt in. Again, you can do this on the website, or you can telephone the contact centre and you will opt in. It's £40 from April through to November. That's for one bin. If you want extra bins, they're £20 each. So just let's use an example of
Is that on an annual basis or every pickup?
That's an annual basis.
I'm going to say, you gave me a heart attack.
It's expensive, no. So, yes, so £40 for the first bin and then £20 for each bin thereafter. And that bin will change. So that bin's going to be a brown bin, whereas it's a green bin now. Part of the reason we've done this is because the green bins that are currently out there are what we call a diamond bin. They have kind of a collar around them. They're a different lift. There's a different truck that collects those to the other bins. So by doing this, it just gives us a bit of resilience within all of the trucks that we have and all of the collections that we do. So a brown bin subscription, and will be fortnightly, but we will be collecting your current green bin in. So you'll get one last collection. You will be told when that is, and that bin will be emptied for one last time, laid down on the floor, wheels taken off, and that bin taken away.
Okay, I'm getting a few messages in.
Okay.
Someone's, as I was saying, my council tax has gone up and my services are getting reduced. What's going on? Good question.
Okay, so fortnightly collections, if you look around the country, we're in the sort of very few left that don't do fortnightly collections, so we're kind of coming in line to what most local authorities do, and garden waste really is the same. I know a lot of people have asked, well, can't we use the green bin? Why are we getting new bins? But hopefully I've explained that clearly enough, that it's a completely different bin and a completely different truck that will be collecting those.
Someone else is saying, what if you've got a small garden but you don't want a subscription service? Can you put the items in the black bin?
Yes, you can.
Okay. So So you can put some of the green matter in.
If you've got a small garden
Yeah.
and if you can fit it in your
Yeah.
residual bin, in your refuse bin, then yes, you can. We'd rather you didn't, but I understand why people may not want to opt into the subscription service for the garden waste. But yes, if you've got a garden and you're not opting in, it will be your responsibility to dispose of it in the correct manner. We want you to either take it to the household waste facility or, put it into your refuse bin.
Yeah, same small
Or
garden.
compost it, sorry. Must mention composting. Or, of course, you can compost your waste as well, which we would encourage.
Okay, that's great. There's another message. Let me have a look. That's come in. Salam Idrees, walaikum salam. Ask the lady about my collection TS1. They've been missing it for over 4 weeks now. We don't have an alley or alley. Our rubbish is put on the side street. I've been complaining over 4 weeks now. Nothing's getting done and the bags are still there. How can you pass on that number?
You could pass that to me. Just I will address that one. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Yeah, pass those details on.
I think he's talking about. I think if it's a corner house or some properties don't have access.
Yeah, so there is these anomalies out there. So maybe they can't access the alley, they can't get access to their bins. We can work with those people because we'd rather not have bags on the street, to be honest. So if they get in touch, we'll try to help them out.
If I'll pass on your number to Sam and then she can maybe give you a bell and see what the issue is and hopefully try to resolve that. So people that are living in Martin, Acklem, Nunthorpe, sort of anything past Linthorpe village where you have gardens, I suppose, how many times a year would you collect the green waste if you subscribe? And so I'm just thinking the logistics of taking your green waste to the recycling centre yourself in the car every other week.
And to be honest with you, Idrees, there's people who do that now, even though we offer a garden collection service, a garden waste collection service. So if you choose to do that, that's absolutely fine. But we collect April to November, so the growing season basically. And then from November, if you've got leaves and things that you're still collecting, then you can get it ready for next April. So you can still store it in that bin from that time.
So if you've got some roses and you've got like a vegetable patch, you mentioned composting. Give us a little bit more information on that, and can the listeners and viewers get help with that? If there's any charitable organisations that have got projects with composting, or people that are not familiar how to do that.
Yep, there is some information and some good links on our website actually that direct you to some good detail about how to compost. If you've never done it before, you don't need a snazzy sort of container. You can do it if you just sort of fence off an area in your garden and you can just, put it in there and a bit of carpet on the top. But there's lots of information on those links out there. So, and I will have some information with me on the roadshows as well.
So in relation to, just to recap on the bins, how can people apply for this bigger bin? Currently, if they're just managing just about to get their refuse in on a weekly basis in a smaller bin, and they know that it's going to be every fortnight, then they'll be struggling to get everything in. So obviously we want people to reduce and recycle more, but there might be people that still will struggle.
We're being realistic. We know that people may not manage with the smaller bin. So please, if you want to apply for that bigger bin, you can go online or you can ring the contact centre direct. The form is very straightforward. So you can do both of those options online or by telephone in the contact centre. We try to encourage people online because then you're not holding on the phone. It's a busy time at the moment. What I would say though as well is don't panic. We've got plenty of bins in stock. There are people who are trying to get in quickly. If you wanted to, because this isn't actually going to change till June time, you could try with your smaller bin, see how you get on, give yourself a bit of a challenge and say, right, actually, do you know what? I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to try. Because what I say to people is if they're not managing is think about what's in your bin. What are you throwing away? Film. Maybe nappies if you've got nappies in with children in the family and what have you, but actually have a think, have a talk as a family. What is in my bin? How can I actually reduce that? Give the kids a bit of a challenge as well, because if you're recycling everything that you can, are we wasting a lot of food? We really shouldn't be doing that. So I challenge you to have a look in your bin and see whether you can.
I think sometimes people are filling up their black bins because they're putting rubbish into the kitchen bag and then taking the bag out and putting it outside. There's items that you might just be a little bit lazy and just throw it in the kitchen bin rather than taking it out.
That's exactly it. Yeah, that's exactly it.
I've done that a few occasions, but
Okay.
I think there's certain things that we put in our kitchen bin that then go into the black general waste that could most likely go in the blue recycle bin and compact it, because I know my missus do it, especially the milk, the gallon. They don't like squash, and they just fling them in, and it just fills
soon
up.
fills up.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really mentioned recycling bins, but most people out there have the blue lidded bin. As I say, if it isn't, the alternative is the clear sacks. The material's exactly the same in both, but it's important to rinse it out. People say to me, well, do I have to wash it? Just rinse it. If you could cut it in the bins, give them a rinse out, that's going to keep your bin clean, because the other crucial thing about your blue lidded bin is to keep it loose. We don't want to see any bags in that bin. Everything should be loose, so a container collected in the kitchen and then tipped out into the blue bin. That's really what we want to see. And squash it, like you say, flatten those cardboard boxes, take the air out of those milk cartons, and that's perfect. We don't want to see textiles, we don't want to see clothing in the bin, which we do see a lot of. I go and get involved with the sampling as to where we take our recycling to a place called Cumbria Waste, and I get involved with that, and the things that I see coming along there are just mind-blowing sometimes. Microwaves, TVs, and lots and lots of clothing, new clothing with labels still on it, lots of household waste. So I really want people to think about what they're putting in the recycling bin before they put it in, and have a look at our website. Again, loads of information, great information about what you can and can't recycle on there. The other thing just to mention, that the people that are having lots of changes, so not the communal areas but all the people on individual bins, over this week and next week you will receive a leaflet about all the changes, and again lots of links on there to the website about what you can have a look at.
So if you want more information, all you have to do is head over to the Middlesbrough Council website. If you want to go directly, just search Middlesbrough Council Recycling, or if you go to middlesbrough.gov.uk/bins, it'll take you directly to that page. If you think, as Sam said, just there's plenty of bins if you need one. If you think you can manage with a smaller one, with just changing your sort of habits slightly, you can really help the environment. And we talked about the council budget, but this is also about helping the environment. It's about trying to minimise waste, and both food waste as well, but also to encourage people to recycle as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
So, listeners, viewers, if you have any other questions, do drop us a message on WhatsApp, and I'll forward your questions on to Sam, as Brother Ifti messaged earlier on in relation to his issues. So I think it's worth just recapping, if people just joined us. Firstly, in terms of the communal areas, and we're generally talking about terrace properties that have back alleys, and no changes, but there are things. There'll be more enforcements, hopefully, and a clean sweep. Was it clean sweep, or what was it?
Complete clean.
Complete clean. And so when is that taking place? What's the time frame for that?
That's starting very soon, actually. People will get a leaflet through their door probably in the next few weeks, and that Complete Clean initiative is coming in very soon.
Okay, so do watch out information. Follow Middlesbrough Council Facebook page. Lots of information being posted on there, so you can keep informed. And of course, you can follow us on the Teesside Asian Community information page, or the Teesside Asian Community group. And inshallah, we'll share that information. Sam has passed on to us as well. Just a quick recap on the other areas that we talked about generally before we go to a commercial break.
Yep, absolutely. So for garden waste, so you need to subscribe. It's an opt-in service, and you will receive a new brown bin. You will also receive a pack in the post which will have your sticker that you need to put to your bin. There's lots of instructions in that pack, and your green bin will be emptied for the last time and taken away. And then if you want to change the size of your refuse bin, if you feel you need a bigger bin, then please apply online if you can. Otherwise, just phone the contact centre. And last but not least, please recycle for Middlesbrough and do it as best as you can. Thank you very much.
Definitely. So thank you so much for coming into the studio, Sam. And listeners, viewers, thank you for listening very carefully. And thank you for your messages or questions rather, that you've sent out. And I'll pass on the number of the brother that messaged in relation to his issue. And I'm sure Sam will look into that and get back to you. So I'm going to go to a commercial break. I'll be back after these messages. I'll let you know how you can take part in the £1,000 giveaway. And inshallah, we'll have our first entry on live on as well as a result of our quiz very shortly. So do stay tuned for that as well.
Let's break. Take a break.
घर में पकाने को ना गोश्त ना चावल ना दाल है आपको कुछ ख्याल
ना मचाओ शोर मैं अभी जाता हूँ अलीज सुपर स्टोर जहाँ हर चीज ही दस्तयाब है
अच्छा वही जो शायद टी साइड की सबसे बड़ी सुपरमार्केट है
हाँ वही जहाँ खाने पीने की अशिया से लेकर बर्तनों तक सब कुछ ही मौजूद है NHS स्टाफ और
स्टूडेंट्स के लिए 10% डिस्काउंट फ्री कार पार्किंग
अलीज सुपर स्टोर लिंथोप रोड लिंथोप विलेज मिडलसब्रा 01642 213 866
अलीज सुपर स्टोर
Craving some delicious fish and chips? Look no further than Fridays. We're proud to say that we serve probably the best halal fish and chips in Middlesbrough. At Fridays, we're passionate about great tasting food and excellent customer service. That's why we fry each piece of fish to order using only the freshest ingredients and pure vegetable oil. And with our 5-star hygiene rating and online ordering system, you can trust that your food will always be fresh and ready for you to pick up. So why wait? Visit us today at 11 Parliament Road, Middlesbrough, TS1 4JU, or order online at fridayschippy.co.uk. Don't forget to use our convenient click and collect system to get your food cooked fresh and ready for you to enjoy.
सलाम जनाब अल मुस्तफ़ा सेंटर के बिल्कुल करीब पार्लियामेंट रोड पर फ्राइडेज फिश एंड चिप्स 100% हलाल आप आएं और आजमाएं और ट्राई करें
This Ramadan, let's remember the less fortunate among us. Join Families Relief, where your generosity will make a world of difference to the lives of orphan children, widowed mothers, and displaced people in Gaza, Syria, Yemen, and other parts of the world where people are suffering. Donate generously to Families Relief by calling 0114 365 4454. That's 0114 365 4454. Or visit familiesrelief.org.uk. Remember, we can't change the world, but together we can make it better. Thank you.
Feeling uneasy when you leave your home? Worried about unwanted visitors?
Hello? Is anyone there? Hello?
The premises are secure. No unauthorized access detected.
Twin Security Group. We provide peace of mind with our comprehensive home security solutions. From advanced alarm systems and door access control to security lighting and CCTV. We install and maintain everything you need to keep your home and business safe. Don't wait until you feel unsafe. Call us today on 0800 542 3646 for a free, no obligation quotation. Twin Security Group, because your safety matters.
When you send money to your family for Ramadan, send it with Remitly. Because our great rates and low fees mean that more money makes it to your loved ones. Millions of people trust Remitly to send money to Pakistan, Bangladesh, and many more countries worldwide. Ramadan Kareem from Remitly, wishing you a peaceful time. Download the Remitly app. Remitly UK Limited is authorized and regulated by the FCA.
Oh, wait, Tucker. ठक ठक नी आवाज किधरों उछनी है राज साहब साड़ा बॉयलर जवाब दे गया इस ठीकरे की हिफारत करो ना KP प्रॉपर्टी सॉल्यूशन वाली के उन्हें फोन करो साडा शायद ऐसी तो नवा ला जासी ओ भी सस्ते रेट विच
Call KP Property Solutions for all your property needs. From taps to full boiler systems, we install them all to the highest standard. Plus, we've got you covered on gas safety certificates as well as all manner of electrical work and DIY jobs. Visit our showroom for all your plumbing, heating and electrical needs. We also stock smart cameras and kitchen taps. KP Property Solutions, 97A Ayrsham Street, Middlesbrough, or call 01642 829 357. Open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. For any plumbing and heating emergencies, call Shahid on 07954 424 620.
We know how difficult losing a loved one can be. That's why at Rose Memorials we have experienced and friendly staff who can help you make the important decisions when it comes to memorials and tributes. We make quality bespoke headstones with superior craftsmanship at competitive prices. We specialise in serving the needs of the Muslim community, offering Quranic verse and prayer engravings on our headstones. Our showrooms are open 6 days a week with a variety of memorials on show, so visit us at Cumberland Road, Middlesbrough, or a branch located at Harrogate Lane, Stockton-on-Tees. You can call us in Middlesbrough on 01642 820 795 or in Stockton on 01642 677 114. Rose Memorials, giving your loved one the memorial they deserve.
Discover the authentic flavors of Pakistan at Hamza's, your go-to destination for fast food. During Ramadan, savor our special Ramadan starter box, serving 5 people for just $19.99. Enjoy drumsticks, seekh kebab, masala fish, pakoras and chutney. Craving for more? Then dive into our exquisite curries, flavorful biryanis and mouth-watering kebab rolls. Call Hamza's now on 01642 822 822 or visit us at the Palladium Shops, 53 East Bond Road, Middlesbrough.
CVFM.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. After the break, you tuned into 104.5 CVFM across Middlesbrough and the Teesside area on the FM, also on DAB as well. So if you got a digital radio in your vehicle, you can scan us on DAB. Obviously, you know, on the FM frequency, we're just in and around Middlesbrough area, but on DAB we are a little bit further afield. If you go into Redcar and Cleveland area, you'll be able to get us in good quality down there as well. Also, you can download our app for free. Just search CVFM Radio on the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. You can download on there. Also, have you got Alexa? All you have to say, hey Alexa, tune into CVFM Radio. It does that for you as well. And you can also set it as an alarm in the morning. So if you want to get up for Siri to CVFM, you can set that to on Alexa. What else can you hear us? I think that's about it. Yeah, oh, of course, Facebook and YouTube. If we are streaming, you can watch us and hear us as well. So those are your platforms. Thank you so much for connecting with us, and thank you for your messages. And big shout out to Sam as well for coming in and giving you information about your rubbish. Well, your recycling, technically. I think you guys need to be pulling your weight and recycling a bit more and reducing your food waste and your food intake, Mr. I won't mention his name. But yeah, inshallah, you guys are reducing your food intake during Ramadan, definitely. So if you'd like to be part of the program, all you have to do is give us a call here in the studio. What's up? Actually, a few calls coming in, so I'm going to go to a track and inshallah I'll be back in a moment.
is with us all. Can't you hear his call? Ooh, Allah, don't go far at all. Just look inside your soul. Ooh, Allah. That surrounds me. Subhanallah, 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 Subhanallah. And with this feeling, time escapes me. With all your blessings, your love lifts me. He is with us all. Can't you hear his call? Ooh, Allah, don't go far at all. Just look inside your soul. Ooh, Allah.
Yes, couple of calls on off air rather, asking about the bins. Yeah, definitely we'll share that information on the Teesside Asian Community page. I keep on saying page. It's not a page, is it? I have to be technical about these things. It's a group. So have you joined the group yet or not? Why not? So open Facebook and search for Teesside Asian Community. Make sure you join the group. Inshallah, we share that information on there. And lots of other things as well. Lots of people are helping each other. People are asking questions, getting help and support. And lots of other support in the sense that people are, sometimes they're stuck for properties, sometimes they want some advice, sometimes they are seeking help if they're in a particular situation, domestic situation. Sometimes they're asking about, I don't know, what sort of questions have we had so far? People asking about khulla, people asking about how to get help and support if they're being subject to domestic violence, honour-based violence. What else have we had on there? People are moving to the area, are looking for people for friendship or advice and guidance in terms of where to go and eat. Lessons for maths for their children. All sorts of information is being shared and requested. So be part of the community. Join a Teesside Asian Community on Facebook. It'll be good to have you guys there. And of course, you can always follow us on the Facebook page, CVFM Ramadan Live. Let me see, there's a couple of messages or comments coming in. Nice, hamd, subhanallah, mashallah, thank you for your message. I can't actually see the Facebook users. I'm getting some messages in. So if you are following a page and, for example, the CVFM radio page or the CVFM Ramadan live page, and you're commenting, at the bottom of the text you'll say you need to give Facebook permission to share your name with us. So just click on that and share the permission. So when you comment or when you ask a question, it does come on our screen, because at the moment all we are seeing is a Facebook user with a comment or a message. So that'll be great to know. It'll be great to know who is communicating with us. 01642688104 is the telephone number for the studio. That's our WhatsApp number, and you can always message us. Someone that's messaged us already. I'm not sure if I should play this. Sarah Bennett sent us a voice note. Shall we have a listen to this together and see what she says? Let's see Sarah Ben's message. This is the one that she sent in at breakfast time.
हेलो अस्सलाम वालेकुम रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू। कलाम अच्छा लगा है इद्रीस भाई, प्रोग्राम आपका अच्छा है। इंग्लिश में बात करें, उर्दू में भी कीजिए। बाकी शमा को भी रमज़ान मुबारक, दुआ में ज़रूर याद रखिएगा। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।
जी। तो इंग्लिश में बात करते हैं क्योंकि हमारे मोस्टली प्रोग्राम उर्दू में होते हैं, तो हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि कुछ प्रोग्राम इंग्लिश में भी हो। So, Sarah Ben, thank you so much for your message. And that was Sarah Ben. And also, shout out goes to Nematullah Bhai, who is also a regular listener and a contributor as well. And then she sent us another message. Shall we have a listen to that as well? So, if you want to send us a voice note as well, we can play that on air. Hopefully. Okay, let's see what she said.
आप लोगों की दुआएं, आप लोगों के लिए हमारी दुआएं हमेशा हर नमाज में।
Okay, mashallah. So always duas with us as well. I can hear myself in the background. So obviously she's listening to the radio while she's recording that message. So Sarah Ben, thank you so much. आपका मैसेज हमें मिल गया, तो अल्लाह आपको जज़ा दे, आप मैं दुआओं में याद रखती हैं. So listeners, viewers, thank you for staying tuned. And shall we go to another track? What is it you want to listen to? If you have any particular favorite naats or nasheed, then drop us a message. Inshallah, we'll try to play those with in the time that we have. Brother Muhammad Asif and Maulana Amjad Shah Saab will be with you very, very shortly. And I did mention that we're going to play some naats and requests for you guys. And one of the shout-outs that we've been given on breakfast or without breakfast in the morning is to some of our lovely sponsors. So one of those is Ashbrooks Estate Agents as well. So we give them a big shout-out. During the week, I think it was on Monday or Tuesday, myself and Shema was talking about our sister opening another branch. Mashallah, may Allah give her more success in Sunderland. So they got a branch in two branches in Middlesbrough, one in Acklam, one in Linthorpe Road and on the junction of Borough Road. And then obviously they got a branch in Yarm, and then a new branch opening or has opened mashallah in Sunderland. So Ashbrooks Estate Agents are listening. Thank you so much for your support this Ramadan. It's great to have you guys on board, and continue doing all the amazing work that you're doing in terms of looking after your customers with all their property needs as well. So if you are looking to buy, if you're looking to rent, if you're looking to I don't know, like a commercial property, residential property, go and see the team at Ashbrooks. And inshallah, just mention that you have heard about them on CVFM Ramadan Love. Inshallah, they will look after you and as well as the rest of the customers that they look after. So thank you for tuning in. So guys, I'm going to go to another track, and I can hear some voices in the reception area. So I think Brother Muhammad Asif is in the studio. But remember, tomorrow we're going to have our first charity partner, SKT Welfare, in the studio virtually. We'll be speaking to their volunteers, their team members, about the fundraising that they're doing and how you can show your support as well with your zakat, with your sadaqah, with your fitrana. Inshallah, all that information will be with you tomorrow, and as well as your donations as well. So brothers and sisters, dear listeners, please do tune in tomorrow from 4 o'clock onwards till round about iftar time, where we will be hosting SKT Welfare. And on Sunday we will be having every year we support a couple of charities that we work with, and we do all our due diligence as part of our vetting process, and to make sure that the charities that we work with have a good track record. And they work in a very difficult environment at the moment, given the conflict that's happening in the Middle East, given what's been happening in Syria over the years. They work in and operate in extremely difficult situations, and they get the aid out, they get the volunteers out. And we'd like to give you feedback on those projects as well. Sometimes things get delayed in terms of projects, and that's partly as a result of our communications with them, and sometimes things get lost in the post, or if you haven't checked your email in terms of the projects that you get delivered, do check your spam folders as well, because sometimes when they send you feedback you might get caught in your spam folders as well. So but they will be in tomorrow, and inshallah we'll give you more information on all the other charities and massages that are coming in for your support. And I know lots of our brothers and sisters tune in during Ramadan and support the charities, support the local masjids with their projects as well. So inshallah we are looking for you guys to show your support again this year. If you'd like to request anything in particular, then I will play that for you. If not, I'm going to go to one of my tracks as well. I'm struggling a little bit because normally we have a mouse here, and with the mouse I'm going all over the place, and we've got one of these trackball devices that we use to control the cursor, and everyone's been struggling with it. Let me see if I can show you on camera, right? Well, there's the ball from it. Let me see if I can bring that on screen. So it's one of these trackball mice, and I thought I was an expert at it, but I've also been struggling with it as well, because we've got a dual screen setup here, and sometimes it's difficult to find where the cursor is. So I've been trying to fill some air while I was trying to find the cursor, to be perfectly honest with you guys, and I'll see if I can line up my next nasheed. Multitasking is not my forte. 01642688104 is the studio number. Brother Azhar messaged in the morning as well. I didn't see this message, Azhar, so thank you for keeping it locked here in the morning for breakfast. And also, who else was there as well? Brother Imran, thank you for your message as well. So yeah, because there's a couple of messages that we missed this morning, so big shout out to you guys. And if you want to get involved with any of our shows, I think the best way of doing that is basically on WhatsApp, because we get that message quite quickly, and we can feature that. If you send an email, or if you send an SMS, sometimes the SMS is sent via email to us, so sometimes there's a bit of a delay in getting that. So if we don't feature you in the program at that moment, we will always give you a shout out later on in the day. Let's go to another track, and this is Kamal Uddin. This is Subhanallah.
Every time when I'm awake, all things that I see, I know it's hard to believe, but it's from the Almighty. When the leaves fall from the tree, every plant that grows on land, when the waves flow in the sea, it's by His command. Subhanallah walhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah. Subhanallah walhamdulillah wa la ilaha illallah. Subhanallah walhamdulillah.
Subhanallah walhamdulillah. I was reading out the messages, and there was a couple of other messages I didn't read out. So brother, our chairman of Jamia Masjid, Haji Najab Ramzan Sahab, has also messaged us as well. He said, thank you for giving us another opportunity to come on CVFM radio and to launch our appeal for the masjid. Inshallah, the guys or the teams or the brothers will be here having a bit of a takeover on Sunday. They will be with you from 4 o'clock onwards, inshallah. Anyway, just after, between Asr and Maghrib, they will be with you with an appeal for Jamia Masjid Al Medina. So, which is Sunday the 20. What's the date? What day is it today? I've lost track of time, Sunday he's written Islam week going around 21st of April. No. 21st of April. We're not going to be on 21st of April. So they're going there on the 24th of March, inshallah. Aji Saba, April will be, Ramadan will be over by 21st of April. So Jamia Masjid will be coming into the studio, inshallah, this coming Sunday. And then we got the SKT charity coming tomorrow, inshallah. Families Relief the following Friday. We're having some conversation with the other masjids as well. I know it's, you got so many people contacting us during Ramadan asking for time, and it's difficult because we don't want to be coming on the radio every night asking for donations and all that, because this is not what it's about. But we'd like to do a little bit to make those connections, to be that platform for the local masajids, but it's something that we try to limit in the sense that, you get donor fatigue. If you just sit in here, if you go on, if you turn on any channel on the Skype platform, any of the Asian channels, every night you can guarantee that they're fundraising, they're asking for this, they're asking for that. And I think, it's not fair on your viewers and your listeners if you're doing that constantly. So those are the reasons why we are trying to limit on how many appeals that we have here. And sometimes people are not angry, but a little bit upset when we say no, because it's not fair on us and it's not fair on you, the listeners and the viewers. So those are the reasons where we can't say yes to everyone. So please do, and that's the reason why I'm saying, when we do come on air, do show your support. It's not every night that we come in here asking for donations. It is those select organisations and charities that we've been working with. We know they're 100% legit, and if it's your local masjid, then you need to support that as well, isn't it? So can't say anything about that.
Singing Allah, Allah means
regardless of how well they run or not in some cases, but your local masjids always come first. They're there when we have a wedding, when we have a funeral, when we have whatever time of gathering, whether it's good or in difficult circumstances, they are there for us. So I think for the local masjids, we make that exception.
night we try to remember him. Day and night we try to remember him. Every moment of our lives, Allah, Allah. Every beat of my heart says Allah. You are the master.
This is Every Beat, Ashik Al Rasul.
You said be.
Live across Middlesbrough and the Teesside Area, on Facebook, on YouTube, on DAB, just from last night. And if you have one of the newer cars with your digital display, you'll see us CVFM twice, once on the DAB and once on the FM frequency at 104.5.
Blessings and protection, provide us with pure sustenance. We plead through Muhammad al-Mustafa.
And we are encouraging you to download the app as well. You can check out the community information news page on there within the app, and also listen to us, drop us a message, all that good stuff.
Says Allah, Allah, every beat of my heart says Allah. Every breath of my soul sings Allah, Allah. Every breath of my soul sings Allah. Day and night we try to remember him. Day and night we try to remember him.
I think we're going to leave it till maybe the weekend to open up the Kashmir giveaway. We are wanting to know, you can go and enter today if you want. All you have to do is go into the Kashmir Food Stores, pick up an entry form, fill in your details and drop it into the box. Inshallah, we'll be doing a regular collection from them, and people will be going into the super draw, and then we'll be picking out one winner. So you got 1 in 30 chance. Well, actually, you got more than 1 in 30 chance, because there'll be 7 people that'll be winning at least something, and so there'll be 30 people in the final draw. So 20 will be coming from the box itself into the final grand draw. And 10 will be entered via the CVFM radio station, via the online, not the online, but on-air competitions, quizzes, and the like. So please do check them out. Head over to Kashmir Food Stores to win a share of £1,000, very kindly being offered by them in partnership with CVFM Radio this year. Just a little giveaway, just a little thank you to our listeners and their shoppers as well. I'd like to give a little warm welcome to Mevish Jalal. She's saying Assalamu alaikum, wa alaikum assalam. Actually, she's saying Salam alaikum. She's always gives a slam dunk salam every year, and so wa alaikum assalam. And welcome to you as well. And if you would like to join Mevish and the other Facebook users who are commenting, send us messages via the live, then you can do so as well.
My heart says Allah, every breath of my soul sings Allah, Allah, every breath of my soul sings Allah. Day and night we try to remember.
And also, let me see if I can pull these messages in front of me because it's hidden behind the camera at the moment. So this one was from our sister Nishit Amin. She's a regular listener and also tunes in on the breakfast show as well. She said, Salam brother Idrees and sister Shema, lovely listening to your program in the morning whilst driving my son Akib to school. And oh yes, I remember. So we were talking about, was it yesterday or the day before, myself and sister Shema were talking about gender neutral names. So you know, like certain names that are both male and female, and I think I can't remember what an example I gave. I think let me think. I can't remember what example I used. Someone messaged in and they had a name, and I thought, you know, is that a male or a female? And then I said, look, are you aware of any, or can you share your other gender neutral names? And she sent us 3. So this is Nishit's effort. So Naseem. Yeah, Naseem can be both a male and a female. And she also said Noor. Noor can be also male and female. And also Tanveer. So I know a female Tanveer and I know a male Tanveer. And talking about male Tanveer, I have got your message, brother, and I have forwarded it to a sister. So male Tanveer is involved with I'm going to say credit union, but it's not credit union. It is Unite Union, and they are organising an internal event. I think it's an online Eid Ramadan type event for their staff and members, and they'll be talking about, you know, about Ramadan, about what Muslims do during Ramadan, how we celebrate Eid, and the like. So I think just to raise awareness within the organisation about Muslims and why they what they do during Ramadan, how they celebrate Eid and the like. So they're looking for someone to join their live or their session to deliver a short workshop. And so he was asking about if I know anyone, and I have forwarded your information, or the request rather, to a couple of people, a couple of sisters, and I am waiting to hear back from them. So that is Brother Tanveer. So that was a message from Nishit, and thanks for that reminder. So that I made those links to the Tanveer, and I are able to reply back to Brother Tanveer's query as well. So hopefully we can link you up. But failing that, I'll put that information or your request onto the Teesside Asian community group as well, and I'm sure there's lots of brothers and sisters that might be able to help and aid you with that request. 01642 688 104. If you need help with anything, we are here to help. If we can't do it directly, and we can give a shout out, and I'm sure someone in the community can help.
Every breath of my soul sings Allah. Day and night we try to remember him.
You know what? I think it's time for me to go and vacate the studio because the brother Asif is in the reception area, and Shah Sab as well are waiting to come on air for iftar transmission. So I'm gonna have to go. It's been nice chatting with you guys. It's nice to be back on drive time for a change, and I've got another call coming in as well, so I'm going to take that off the air in a moment. Someone probably asking for a request or something, but let's go to a commercial break, and after the commercial break it will be our iftar transmission.
Protection, provide us with pure sustenance. We plead through Muhammad al-Mustafa to be of those with happiness on the path of Sirat al-Mustaqim. Every beat in my heart says Allah. Every beat in my heart says Allah, Allah. Every beat in of my heart says Allah. Every beat of my heart says Allah, Allah. Every beat of my heart says Allah. Every breath of my soul sings Allah, Allah. Every breath of my soul sings Allah. Day and night we try to remember Him. Day and night we try to remember Him. Every moment of our lives, Allah, Allah. Every beat of my heart says Allah. Every beat of my heart says Allah, Allah. Every beat of my heart says Allah. Every beat of my heart says Allah.
And now it's time for commercial break.